And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing Oxygen Not Included. Speaking of oxygen, we are doing pretty good here, although I've had to start tapping into my other areas of algae to keep it up. We still have all of this over here, and I've started to plan how I want to do this. So we've got all the CO2 down here. And I'm thinking down here we have a vacuum. And if I dug down right here, I would be able to pull all this CO2 down into this area and maybe, you know, I don't know, maybe do something. So we're gonna try to build that out, and that should give everybody something to do. I'm hoping that, okay, sandstone, that's good. It's been switching over on me to obsidian for some reason on some of these builds, so I've just got to keep an eye out. All right, I think we are done with research, and we now have the electrolyzer, I believe. Yep. So if we look at the research, I've gone all the way up into here. There's the electrolyzer, and we're going to need these filters. So that's something we're going to have to look at. But I would like to get these done first, just so all of the mid-tier are done, and they go fast. They go pretty fast. All right. How much algae do we have? We have 336 kilograms. We are back to sleeping. Okay. So I think let's fast forward through the sleeping process. I'm gonna dump some of these out, and you can eat them if you want. Oh, where are you going? You need to come over here and eat some of this. There's a lot. Okay, we're gonna set it back to go, and I want the sandstone to go back in there. Okay, so how are we doing down here? We are slowly working our way down. Although with all that CO2 down here, it's a little tough. Lots of good breathable gas down here, which is just what I needed. And this water that's in here, I think is it's the stuff that's melting in here. Not sure where these water bottles come from. Battery is sufficiently full. So why are you still producing power? I'm not sure how that works. So yeah, this should clear up some of that. I want to get down here. I want to explore a little bit. I want to find that geyser, because that will really tell me where my next sort of push goes to build. And yeah, we need to get over here too because of those reeds. We need to build those up a little bit. So yeah, we need to find that geyser before too long. Look at that weedswort seed. Sweet. Another cold biome way up here. That's news. So these guys are digging down as fast as they can. I could mop this down here. I could. I mean, that would get rid of a lot of that water. I'm not sure what I want to do about that. But I'm hoping all this CO2 that's falling down here, hoping that makes its way. I might even deconstruct that to allow it to develop further. So here is this in here I'm going to use for my sanitation area. So we've got this water that I can use to pump this up, but we're going to need somewhere for the contaminated water to go. And I'm thinking of putting it up in here. Mainly, not really any reason for that, although we've got all this hydrogen in here that I could tap for some power eventually. Oh, this one can be harvested. I gotta go double check them all. If you don't harvest them right away, they turn into this little bony, looks like a dead stick, and you want to get that harvested as soon as possible. I'm gonna grab that too, just for reasons. Got this pretty well cleared up. We got a lot of ice. We got some polluted ice. We got some normal ice. If we're gonna want to melt that, we're gonna need somewhere hot. So somewhere, look at all that algae in here. Oh, that's beautiful. That is beautiful right in there. Look at all that algae in there. And the chlorine is a little concerning because it's chlorine. Phosphorite, I'm not sure if there's a use for that in the game yet, but I know there's not a use for chlorine, and it's unfortunate because that's a tough material to deal with. I need to post on the forums or something. Ooh, there we go. The water's dripping down. And there we go. Now we should have the movement of some gas. No, it's still a vacuum. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Slowly filling up. And it should pull some of this stuff down, which is what we want. Get some of this stuff out of our way. And the water, polluted water, sort of sunk in here. It's pretty cold. Not sure if it would freeze into ice or what. I've never seen anything freeze into ice. How's our Puffed doing over here? He's still spitting out some slime. Not a whole lot of slime. I mean, we're talking just a few kilograms of slime, so nothing like what's in these. Surprised he hasn't completely drained all of the oxygen out of here yet. I thought puffs emitted. No, see, I wanna grab the puffed. There we go. Rids itself in slime details. Yeah, I'm not seeing emitting slime, so I guess maybe he breathes in contaminated oxygen and breathes or poops out slime? Maybe that's how it works. It's a pretty alien environment here, which is fine. That's what I'm going for. Got more ice down in here. Got a little bit of water over here. I don't know where that came from. But all this CO2 in here is pretty bad. Pretty thick. But I'm going to ignore it for now because we're going to need to build some electrolyzers and stuff. But first, let's kick off the mass digging. We're going to want gas permeable tiles in here. And we're going to cancel that. And do we want gas permeable? I don't think we need gas permeable tiles in here. It's just going to be a water pump and some stuff. So we're going to build this out here. And let's see, what else can we use for gas permeable? Gold amalgam, we don't really have any of that. There's a lot of digging to be done in here. I'm just going to cancel the sand because there's no reason. There's no reason to do that. Where's my dig tool? Why did I forget my dig tool? G. So yeah, the sand that's in here is really, it's pointless to try to dig through that because it's just gonna fall anyways. Tris Titan, aren't you one of my diggers? You are. So you're gonna stop with the compost. Look at my sweep. That is on the athletic skill. So yeah, my athletic skill is doing pretty good across the board. Everybody's sort of leveling up. Athletics 5, 8. Look at that. Those two people now are the best athletics. Creativity 7. Yeah, I added a bunch of paintings. You can see I have them all over the place. Decor is really doing pretty good now. It's not doing too bad, and I'm hoping that really helps some people out. But yeah, right in here we're gonna build like the sanitation area. So with that, we're gonna build one here. I'm gonna build a pump down here and pump this water out, and that's gonna be used for the shower and the toilet. I'm hoping I don't need more than one of those. Okay, let's speed her up through the night cycle. Just hatches wandering around. It looks like all the sandstone that was up here was moved down here. Okay. All my diggers. I'm hoping they level up. No, right, digging increased to 3. Why is it only 3? I thought... Bituminous bear. Interesting. 2, 0, 4, 1, 8, 2. There's nobody with digging of 3. You can see the digging process for these is pretty painful. The sand just is relentless. But I'm glad we have a lot of sand. That'll come in handy. That huge block of sand. There's another huge block of it over here. But it looks like we need some more algae. It's a lot of sand. Look at all the sand. That's funny. There's a lot of it in there too. Look at that. 1,000 kilograms. Just trying to get through that sand is just a royal pain. Keep on digging. Keep it going. At least it's, you know, I don't have to scale the world to try to pick that up. Okay, now I'll be able to dig through here. So I need to get into here to put the pump. So let's get the pump ready to go. And we're gonna need a shower. I'm gonna put the toilet at the beginning. So that'll be used the most. And the shower I'm gonna put back here in case we need another toilet. Though I kind of want to wait on that. Nobody used this yet. I don't have to come by and Actually, let's get some research out of the way. Looks like we are done across the board up there, so let's immediately start using the filters, because we're going to need the gas filter for the scrubbers over here. So insufficient resources, we're going to need this area over here. So let's prioritize this area, and they should then concentrate a little bit more over here. You know, after they eat and research and stuff like that. Somebody researching down here? Yep. Somebody's keeping them company too, look at that. We need all the algae we can get. Look at that. Now we've got some algae, because this thing ran out, and you can see how fast the oxygen disappears. It's crazy how fast that is. Yeah, I think we're gonna need something down here for CO2. So let's get an algae terrarium here, and then get some furniture. I'm gonna get a ceiling light right in here, and then some power to that light. Like right there. Just because that's a lot of CO2, and I need to process that as much as possible. If I've got a central place for that CO2 to go, that'll be a little bit better. So much sand. Look at that, 2,400 kilograms of sand. That's impressive. Stress is doing pretty good. Our decor is doing what it needs to do. And we need to pick up this algae before nighttime. So let's do a sweep. Because there's a lot of it over here, and I do not want to lose it to that hatch. That would be a very, very bad thing to happen. That would be very bad. I'm not sure why there's water bottles down here. Anybody know? Okay, so the laboratory is done. Let's get the shower. It's right here. I'm going to put this way over here. I need a little space between the two, because if I have another laboratory there, and I need some space, because if somebody's in the shower and somebody's in the laboratory, there's only so much room in the pipe. And where's that hatch at? It's way over here. I'm gonna dig that out and see if I can keep him in this area, not have him wander into the base. Not sure what their movement rules are, but I need to control that a little bit more. Oh, look at all that beautiful algae in there. It's actually reachable too. And how much do we have 0 algae left. Out of all that algae we just grabbed, we have 0 left. That's not cool. I suppose we used a bunch for in here. I need to get these finished. You guys need to do your jobs here a little bit faster. Finish this light. See if I can prioritize it. Nope. Get it done. Drop what you're doing and get her done. There we go. Now there's some progress. See, there's 30 grams, and now they should show that they're getting light. That should change. Well, the resources are low. See, that's 30 grams. What are these at? Oh, these are 30 grams too. These, I thought these needed a little minor efficiency in direct light. Well, they've got direct light. If we look at light, they're definitely in direct light. But that should help a little bit. Yeah, we got a little bit of oxygen in here. So that should help cut down a little bit on this. And with that, we're going to try to get some of this algae that's in here. It's quite a lot of it. I really wish algae filled up a little bit more. As you can see, this thing stopped now. So now we are in kind of dire straits with our oxygen. So I'll let the game run a little bit, try to get up some of this algae that we've got available to us, and pick it up next episode where we continue work on our pumping system here. So yeah, I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.